Good afternoon. We're at a slightly different location today, and we're doing something a little bit unique. We're at the Soil Tech production plant here in Fairfield, Iowa, just north of town actually, and we're getting ready to set up an employee garden where we're going to be teaching some of our employees and anybody that comes by a little bit about soil ecology and what's going on in the soil and how we can make things better using natural amendments. One of the things that I think is key to any ecological system is its pollinators. So today we're going to be setting up a traditional hive. Yep, I know most people know that I set up log hives and I deal with feral bees, but today we're going to be dealing with a honeybee. And we're going to be setting these up and we're going to be teaching our employees, again, the importance of pollinators in your ecology, the role they play, and it's a key role. So let's get that set up. So here's our hive box, or what they call a Landstroth hive. We are using that today to set up this particular hive, and the kit that we have consists of 2 supers and then a medium, or 2 deeps and then a medium. The supers will typically be used to house brood. So these will be the frames that the bees are going to build their comb on, and the queen is going to come along and lay the eggs in. If we take the cover off right here, what we're going to see is a hood or a cover that's going to protect the hives. And I've already taken 5 of these frames out, but these frames, this super, by the way, this deep is a 10 frame hive. A lot of people have 8s. Your big choices are 8s and 5s. If you work with a nuke or a nucleus, that'll typically have 5 frames in it. And what you'll see here is you'll see the wax board. It's already got a substrate on there. It's made of beeswax. It'll kind of give the bees a good start. But the reason we're using 5 of these is because we're going to take 5 out of the nucleus, or the nuke, and we're going to put those right here in the center of this hive, and then they're going to build out. So the first 5 frames will be filled, hopefully, and we'll inspect those once we open up the nucleus. Now this is going to be a 2-day process because we're going to let our bees, which we have in the nucleus right here, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see them, but we're going to take this mesh bag off, and you can see all these ladies crawling around right now because it's a nice warm day. And we're going to give them 24 hours to acclimate and reorientate themselves to their new home. Hopefully, they'll start moving over to the hive once we get it set up. But if they don't, we'll take the frames out and we'll dump them tomorrow, or we'll do what they call a shake. All right, we've got our brood box set up on some cinder blocks. We want to bring it up at least 16 inches, which is what this will do tomorrow. When I put in my permanent stand, it'll be up about 24 inches. And the reason for this is because of predators. Skunks absolutely love to eat bees. So we want to get it up high enough that we don't have to worry about the skunks. Now the next step will be taking off the netting from our nucleus. And then the bees will be free to start exploring. We'll keep an eye on them for a little while. One of the things we're going to do is we're going to come out about 3 feet. I'm going to go look for a little garden flag that we can put up here. I see they found the hole in the netting, and a couple of them have already flown out. Now here's our first really up close look at our young ladies that are going to be doing a lot of good work for us. Look at them. All nice, healthy, very active, really happy about the sunshine. We got quite a bit of activity coming on in the nucleus. Again, they're trying to orientate themselves. You can see all the workers coming out of the opening here. And they're just kind of checking me out as well. Now, I know it's crazy, but I don't use smoke and I don't use bee protective suits or gloves or hoods or anything else. Now, I do got that equipment for my employees as they come out and learn about bees. I have found a couple things to be true. One, you're going to get stung when you're working with bees, so just get used to it. It's no big deal unless you're allergic. Then it could be a big deal. And we try and avoid developing an allergy to bee venom by getting stung. So that's one of the reasons. Two, I don't want them to be afraid of me. I want them to know that I'm here to help them. So while we're uncovering this, we move at their pace. You'll see that we come in, we just gently kind of roll the bag off, and the young ladies will let me know when I'm moving too fast. They'll come out, they'll start to bother me. We're just going to back off a little bit. I want to get that whole bag off though. But yep, we'll just keep going in just like this. Again, very gingerly, we're going to move the bag. Now during transport, some of our ladies were buffeted by the wind. Again, we're just going to move back. Oddly enough, this very process is the same process you deal with violent and aggressive people. We learned that on the job in EMS. After 20-something years, we got too many of these kids today getting into EMS and law enforcement. They want to be heroes. They run right up, they get confrontational, they get aggressive, and they just escalate things. And we're gonna move at their pace. We're gonna let them know that we're not gonna allow them to be harmed. And I got one little bee coming, she's checking me out. I got a purple shirt on, or a magenta shirt on. She likes it, thinks it's a flower. At least that's what common wisdom would tell you. The reality of the situation is that bees pick up on electrical signals. They read electrical signals of the flowers. They also smell, and they communicate via the waggle dance and hormones and pheromones and everything else. All right. I'm going to turn the camera off for now and go in, and let's finish getting that netting off. And that's how we do it. Nice and slow, steady. Move at their pace. You see them getting excited and they start to fly around you. There's a swarm around you. You just stop, back off. I got the bag off. You know, we lost a few in transport, but that's okay. It's a good heavy nucleus, so we got quite a few bees. So we're gonna put the bee bag up, and then we'll come back and take a peek at our nuke. Well, these are some happy bees right now. A couple of them have come up and landed on me gently. Warned me that I'm getting a little bit too close. They're excited. So I'm just gonna back up here a little bit. Again, I tend to follow natural law. Haven't been stung once yet. I've been working with them for about an hour this morning. This whole process took about an hour. Again, haven't been stung, not that I'm afraid to get stung, but for a bee it means that once they sting you, they die. I don't really want that. So, yeah, let's see if these ladies will let me come over here and get a good look at what they're doing. Put my sunglasses down a little bit just in case they decide to fly into my eye. You can see them right there. They're coming in and out of the nucleus. There's an opening right there. It's not the main opening. The main opening is going to be over here. All right, well, that's enough for today. Right now they're quite excited, but I think they're happy. So like I said, tomorrow we'll come back and we'll actually transfer them from the nucleus to the deep hive, and we'll transfer the 5 frames that hopefully should have a lot of brood and a lot of eggs on them. No smoke, no gloves, no mask. When they get a little agitated, I do put my sunglasses down. I've been stung in the eye before, on the eyelid. It's not particularly fun. And I've been stung in worse places, trust me. They'll crawl up your pants legs and get you. But anyway, again, natural law, man. I know a lot of people got a different definitions for it, and I've got my own, which maybe I'll share at a later time, or I'll share it with you one-on-one if you're really interested. It's a lot of hippy-dippy shit is really what it is. All right, y'all have a great day. We'll be back tomorrow to put the bees in their permanent hive.
Beautiful stars, I wanna drive a gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me.